What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Frankie Blackbird coming at you here again with another video. On this video, what we're going to talk about is basically like a basic simple setup on what you need to start working out, especially if you don't know where to start off. I'm going to help you out there. I also got my gym bag, so we can kind of get all this together and make sense on what we're doing. For the home setup, you don't need nothing fancy for the home setup. All you need is a regular weight bench. You can find these on Facebook Marketplace, probably Craigslist if it still exists, you know. But I would look more like on a Facebook Marketplace. Just try to get yourself an Olympic style weight bench to where they're more wider. You want them wider, and for them to be able to take the Olympic barbell. And this one has an adjustable pegs right here, so I can actually hoist it up and separate the bench from it and use it as a squatting rack in itself. This one also comes with the lap bar attachment, so that's what I like. It had the leg curl attachment, but it felt very uncomfortable. I had like this plate welded. I had to like grind it off and stuff, so I would not recommend that. So start off with that. This one actually has the adjustments for the incline, decline, and the standard level. You can raise the bar all the way up, especially for a squatting level. So that's always good because I do use this as a squatting rack also. Another thing, automatically, if you get the weight bench, you got to get the weights. Look for some weights. They do have the sleeves that go in here that turns it into an Olympic style. If you can find those, great. If not, just go with the standard. Another thing would be your bars. I use a straight bar for when I want to get like all from my over unders, or when I'm like this for my biceps, and when I want to go narrow, like I'll actually, let me put this down. I'll use them about right here, anywhere from about a thumb away from the attachment, and then I'll turn them in, and I'll go ahead and pull those down, hold them all the way at the end on both sides, and really pull back the elbows. This one also helps with that, so I'll grab it from here. If I grab them from the center, I'm usually gonna do these for like a tricep move. So these really work. I like using this one, especially all the way from the ends. All the way at the ends, you really get that wide stretch. The other thing is a rope pull down. I like using this for triceps and stuff like that, you know. Those are the only attachments that I got. You can't get like the mag pulls and stuff like that. I would recommend them. If I had the money, I'd buy them, but I usually just use them when I go to the gym. Another thing, like I said, you'll need some weights. So this is a standard size, so it does take the 1 inch hole, but the barbell does take the 2. So I do got a set of each. I think I got about 150, 160 in standard, and then I got about 250, 300 in Olympic. So I would recommend that. The other thing I would recommend is get yourself a light set of dumbbells. These are just 10s. You can get like some 10s or some 15s, because what those are for is for endurance. So you'll build your endurance with that. So you'll go like the 10 pounds. You'll use the 10 pounders to go about like 20, 30, 40, 50 to 100 reps. And it's not building muscle. What we're doing is we're building endurance, so you have the ability to build muscle, if that makes any sense. Like I don't know, because like you can't just take the car out the garage, change out the oil, and then just dog it. You know, it don't work like that. You got to change out the parts. You got to get, you got to do a whole maintenance thing on it. And that's what we're gonna do with our body, especially if you just starting out, just coming out to the gym, barely coming out working out. Yeah, you want to start off slow. You don't just want to jump and like literally just dive into it. You don't want to do that. So that's what I would recommend. The other one that I recommend is a set of heavy dumbbells. This is a set of 25s. So here's the other one. So I would recommend that. Now that one is gonna be for your 10 to 15 range right there. You know, like you still, it's endurance building. You know, that's all we're doing. We're trying to build endurance. And once you master these, because like I work out at home, I'm not gonna buy all those fucking dumbbells. Like my brother got the whole set. You know, my brother's trying to do 5 to 100 or something like that, 5 to 150 or something. I don't need all those dumbbells. I just need the 10s, the 25s, and there's one more. This one is a 35. I actually got this one from my brother a long time ago. They were gonna move out and they were just gonna leave it there, so I just took it. I asked him for it. He said, yeah, it was cool. So I do have, that's what I use right there. If I find the other one for that, I'll buy it. You know, a lot of this stuff you can find on the Facebook Marketplace. The weight bench you can find on there, the weights you can find on there. Right now, with the marketplace and then investigating all these weights, you can find them for about $1 a pound. Like, it's crazy because everything loses value except except gym equipment, because everybody fucking wants gym equipment in the summer and in the spring. So if you shop, you want to shop about February, March, April, and then around like September, October, November. No, September, October, November. That's when everybody wants to start getting into it to do their 3-month transformation to get back for their New Year's resolution. So you'd want to kind of sneak in around those times to kind of buy these. If they're desperate, you'll probably get them for about 75 to 80 cents on the pound, which is really good. What else? Oh, well, I got one of these. It's just an old foam roller for your back. I actually found this at the Goodwill. The Goodwill, you can check the Goodwill also. I have seen dumbbells there at the Goodwill, but they're like under 15 pounds, and then I don't really need that. You'll find them for a couple dollars. So that's what I would recommend you do right there. Like these, you usually get them on a set. The Olympics, you'll get them in a set. Oh, the other thing is also is a curling bar. You'll need a curling bar also. That one has just fixed weight on it. You know, that weight never comes off. I think it's 25 pounds on each side plus 15 for the bar. I think it's like 65 pounds or something like that. The other thing I do have is the Hex bar. I do got a Hex bar. So I will use that every now and then. That was actually a gift. When your family starts seeing you get into all this stuff, you know, you can just start telling them to put that on the wish list instead of getting you like whatever they get you, just put on the wish list. This is all I want, you know. That's all I wanted, just a Hex bar, you know. My brother got it for me. And that's basically it with this home gym. Like, you know, I see a lot of people come out with these $30,000-$40,000 home gyms, and they got like 5, 6, 7 different type of bars, you know, Texas candy bars, and this powerlifting bar. This bar has the neuro. You don't need all that shit, dog. Like, they're really just making fun of people because they have all that shit. Like, I've seen a lot of these videos. Like, bro, you're not even that big. Like get off the gas, homie. Like, you have a big ass gym, but yet you still look like you only use it once a week. But anyways,